Listener, beware, you're in for a scare.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes, welcome to the first official Halloween episode of It's Anus Thing.
It's an anus thing.
It's an anus thing?
It's anus thing.
There we go.
What's scarier than that?
What is scarier than looking into the brown eye?
The brown eye. Whenever it's looking back.
Stare into the abyss, and the abyss also stares back at you.
Yes. So
The abyss is your butthole.
the butthole and what's it called? Whenever it's like a collapsed butthole or whatever it's called.
Prolapse?
Prolapse. Thank you. I
Prolapsed.
could not think of that.
That is actually a very haunting way to start this episode.
Prolapsed buttholes.
Ani. Anuses?
Anus. Well, because the human body
Anus?
has several different anuses in the human body. You know where
The
I
human
li-
body has several different anuses in the
Yeah.
human body.
Shut up. But yeah.
Wow.
You know where I learned that?
Okay.
the
Before
Big Bang
before
Theory.
you cite your sources, never mind. What do you mean by we have several anuses?
Oh, I'm thinking of sphincters.
Yeah.
Sphincters is what I was thinking of.
those are
But
different things.
what is an anus if not a sphincter?
I think that it's like the square rectangle thing.
That still pisses me off, by the way.
I have to look it up to see which way it is. But it's
Every
the whole-
square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square.
I think you are correct.
Yes, I know I'm correct.
I love
because,
that fact made you so mad that you remember it.
Yeah, because I literally was talking about it at work the other day. I was like, hey, you guys want to know a mind-blowing fact?
It is one of those things that sounds fake
Yeah.
whenever you first say it,
Yeah, it really does.
but it is the exact same thing.
Yes.
Where I believe every anus is a sphincter.
But not every sphincter is an anus.
You got it.
Which is true. All right. Well, as you can tell, this is a special episode because it's not coming out on Friday.
Yeah, it's coming out on whatever day Halloween is this year.
I'm gonna laugh if Halloween is on a Friday. I
It's
need to
not.
check.
I think it's on like
I don't know.
Monday or something
I don't
this
keep,
year.
keep
In the
track. I
year
don't keep track.
2022, it is on a Monday, I believe.
Is it on a Monday? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it is on a Monday. Wyatt just looked it up.
All right. So, what is the first thing we should tackle today, Wyatt, Josh?
Well, we could talk about Halloween plans. What are you gonna dress up as? You got any ideas?
Bruh, I got nothing.
That's boring.
I have never been a costume guy. I like Halloween.
That's fine.
I like Halloween a lot,
Eh.
but I've never been one for costumes.
I'm not that creative, so as for making costumes and stuff, I'm not very good at it. I'm not very handy. However, I can rock a mean leather jacket and I can look like James Dean, kind of
James.
motherfucking Dean.
I was gonna say James Bean, but you're not Hispanic.
Oh, wait, why? That may have been a slightly.
It's fine. Don't worry
racist
about it.
Okay.
I can say that, Josh. So
Well, so can I, but I'll still get judged for it.
fair enough. You are very red-headed, though, so I don't
I
think
don't-
anyone would believe you if you said that you were of Mexican descent.
Have you ever heard of Canelo Alvarez?
No.
Well, he's a Mexican boxer who has red hair and is whiter than me.
Wow.
So yeah,
Love that.
I've been told I look like him a lot.
But yeah, to get back to the root of this before I go off on a racist rant like Kanye, he's just polluting my brain recently.
You haven't said anything about Jewish people.
Yeah, facts. Just the Mexicans today. The Mexicans. You do pull off the greaser look very well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not very creative when it comes to costumes either. I applaud those who can create a costume of their own,
Yeah.
who can craft one,
It's pretty impressive.
because it takes a lot of time
Yes.
and a lot of artistic vision that I do not have.
Same.
So it's always very, very impressive whenever I see someone that makes a costume and it looks good.
Yeah, it's
You know?
very impressive.
Like-
It's very impressive.
Bro, if I'm going to make something, I'm going to be wearing that for like a week straight. You know?
At least.
Or at least I'm going to get like 7 individual wears out of it, even if it's not a week straight.
And even if it's not in October.
Yeah,
Right.
100%. That's what I've never understood about cosplay. How do you dedicate so much time to those outfits? And then you're like, what do you do with them afterwards? Because it's just like styrofoam mainly, like a lot of the armor that people make for like intricate cosplays.
Yeah.
It's just different types of styrofoam that is like sanded and painted.
I'm sure they have like rooms or big closets or maybe like a
Maybe popular,
storage.
maybe the popular cosplayers, but I feel like so many, I guess, indie cosplayers, the ones that just do it as kind of a hobby, they still have to dedicate a lot of time and money to that shit.
And space, like you said,
Yeah.
and space, because what do they do with it once they're done?
I feel
Although-
like there definitely are those that get multiple uses. Like they go to several conventions with one costume. You know,
Maybe,
Wait,
or
like, is
they
it- yeah,
recycle it, or they recycle it. You know, like they break back down the styrofoam and then they repurpose it or something.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't.
You
know how
start
it
off
works. They
with like
recycle.
super large dragon armor, right? And then you just start sanding it down
And
and
whittling it.
repainting it. Yeah.
See, that's cool. Yeah, I wish I could do stuff like that. Although I also learned that I can do a pretty damn good Shaggy impression.
Are you gonna do it?
I
I feel like that's something you can't just say on an audio experience.
Well, okay, so here's the problem: is I can do it, but like it's really loud. So, funny story actually. So I like to sing, right? And so how I learned.
Aha! That is a funny story.
I wasn't done.
Oh.
How I learned that I could do a Shaggy impression was trying to sing like The Offspring.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like I
Like you're gonna go far, kid.
exactly, dude. You can do it too.
Yeah,
like you're gonna go far, kid. Like, what are we gonna do?
that's not bad.
I know it's not bad. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna go podcast. That wasn't very good, but
No,
like,
I like that.
but like, yeah, because I gotta you gotta go into it. You just gotta like go way into it, and you gotta like really work on the voice crack.
I think the Scooby Doo.
See, I stepped back away from the mic. Hopefully that
That's
picked up.
good. It's
I'm sure
fine.
it
It's fine. We can correct it. It's the whole. That's
It's
a part of the fun.
But yes,
It's not fun. It's not.
it
fun
was
to do
it
that.
was fun though. But like, so I was coaching the other day, and we were required to wear costumes, and it was super last minute, so I didn't know. So I literally just threw on my khakis, and I have this green shirt, so I threw it on. And let me tell you, speaking in the Shaggy voice all night demolished me. Like it was
Yeah.
not okay. Like because like I said, you got to go all in, and it's not healthy.
It's a very straining voice to do.
Yeah,
Both Scooby Doo and Shaggy, you just kind of have to send yourself into.
really, really.
I can do Scooby Doo.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna turn down.
Deep breath.
I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit. Here.
Probably a good idea.
Like Shaggy.
Oh, are you doing Scooby Doo doing an impression of Shaggy? Because I don't think Scooby Doo has ever said "like" in the show.
Like Raggy.
There you go. There it was. See, I think the problem was is that he just started actually laughing, and you can't do the Scooby Doo laugh while actually laughing.
Oh no, that was amazing.
Holy shit, I'm crying actually.
Okay,
Anyway.
favorite Scooby Doo character? That's actually a fantastic way to kick this Halloween special off.
Well, 100% Shaggy,
Yeah,
dude. I love Shaggy. He's just so fucking funny.
Shaggy's fantastic. Wyatt,
Scooby.
you like some Scoob?
Yeah.
Some Scoobert Doobert? I gotta say, I love me some Shaggy. I think Shaggy's the
Yeah.
OG, right?
Yeah, he's the best.
But as I am getting older, I am beginning to appreciate how much of a himbo Fred is.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, man.
I just knew you were gonna say that.
like that guy. Just love him. What an idiot.
Yeah,
Fantastic. And they actually, it's funny how well some of the newer series have like characterized him, because in Mystery Incorporated, they give everyone a surprising amount of depth for a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that reuses the exact same background for pretty much every shot in the series. It's pretty fantastic to watch character growth for characters that you never thought would have growth.
Yeah, and well, I haven't seen any of the new ones, so I don't really have an opinion on that. But yeah, dude, I
They're
love
good.
that.
Honestly,
I
worth
should
a
watch
watch.
some of 'em.
Still
Okay.
worth a watch to this day.
Really?
They're fantastic.
Okay, we'll have to maybe watch a few of them.
Oh my god, stop adding things to the list, bro.
Dude, we're never. The list is never ending. We're
It's
never gonna
true.
stop adding to it.
That's the only reason that I am happy to be alive. It's because I know that I have a backlog of movies to watch.
That's a pretty low bar.
Not at all. I was talking to someone the other day. I think it might have been Sunshine.
Okay.
But I told her after we had finished watching Jordan Peele's Nope, I told her, I'm very glad that I wasn't born at any era other than the one that we're in right now, regardless of the tumult that we feel in the world
I
right
hate
now.
you. You piss me off. Stop it.
I don't know,
Stop
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tumult.
Regardless of the turmoil that is in the world
There you
right
go.
now.
That's a normal word.
Tumult is
Thank
a better
you.
word, though.
It's
Doesn't matter.
Not a
Doesn't
normal
matter.
word. Yeah, okay.
We're dropping it.
Okay, it's dropped. It's dropped.
Thank you. But regardless of all of the horrible things that are happening in the world right now, I'm very happy that I get to watch movies.
Yeah, I agree.
If I was born as like a second century peasant, I probably would have killed myself by now. Just like hurled myself.
You
off
probably
a
wouldn't
cliff.
have had to. You probably would have died.
I probably
very
would have
young.
died, dude. Absolutely. I was not made for any other life than the one that I have currently, and even this one, I'm not very good at sometimes. So
Sometimes.
I know that I would probably be one of those kids that gets polio and just like not even
Yeah.
like, oh, like he's got a limp now, he walks a little funny. No, bro, I'm dead. I'm gone.
Yeah, just like
Goodbye. See
he's
you.
going
See you
downhill
later.
very
Yeah.
fast.
I've probably been reincarnated many a time, and this is probably the farthest that I've made it as far as like years lived.
That brings us to an interesting, like, everybody associates those really long beaked masks
Yeah.
with, like, Halloween and everything
The
like that.
plague
Yeah,
doctor.
Yeah, the
plague doctors,
plague
yeah.
doctors. It was like the COVID mask. It was just a filter so that the doctors didn't
Well,
get the
it's-
plague.
well,
it was like
actually-
really fancy.
Actually, what they would
I know what
do,
you're gonna say.
yeah, what they would do is they would put like herbs and like smelly good stuff in the beaks, so that when they're going or down the streets, they don't smell all the dead people. So it wasn't for a filter; it was so that they didn't have to smell like burning and like rotting bodies.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
think we should bring back. Not the burning and rotting bodies, but the plague doctor mask.
The plague
I
doctor
agree.
mask.
Well,
Yeah, I
they've
think
never
that'd
really
be cool.
gone anywhere. Like they're-
Yeah,
they're
well, they
still, like-
weren't really here to begin with. They were very niche, right?
Europe.
And European plague doctors, right? Like that's a very small group of people. So I think that we should make them more like a COVID mask. Like let's say we have we had a Delta variant. Let's get
Omicron,
like a Zeltron variant, right?
Zeltazor.
Yeah, Balthazar variant. We get that variant up in this bitch. I think we just bring back the plague doctor masks
I think
instead
so.
of doing like just a fucking like
You know what?
surgical masks. Nah,
Not
bro.
even for
Bring 'em
COVID.
back.
I think we should just bring it back for like the cold. You know what I mean?
That'd be good.
Just like every year, flu season comes in and just
Everyone's wearing plague doctor
everybody's
masks.
wearing plague. Yes.
Could you imagine showing up to work, bro?
How much cooler would that have been though? Instead of wearing like those N95 masks, they're just rocking like
A full mask.
like a full mask.
Yeah, do your thing.
I think it would
Get
be
like
cool.
handcrafted leather, get it real
Mm.
fancy like. I feel like that'd be hard to maintain though,
Probably. How would you
Well,
clean it?
they
H-
actually-
How do you think they cleaned out the herbs?
I don't know. They probably just dumped
had-
them out. They let them get dry,
Well,
and
but
then
they had
just,
a brush. Probably they had like a stick or something.
like a mini chimney sweep.
Like what if it was like a pipe cleaner before, like they had pipe cleaners?
I mean, I feel like pipe cleaners have been around for a very long time.
I have no idea.
When were pipe cleaners invented?
That's actually a good question, but
Un momento, por favor.
yeah, because I actually don't know.
On the subject of cleaning those things, we're in Venice. That's where they make a lot of those.
Pipe
And they
cleaners
s-
or plague
no,
doctor
plague
masks?
doctor masks.
Okay.
And in one of the shops I was looking at was like a full detail, like polish, clean. It had like glass wipes, leather wipes, like a brush. And the ones they make in Venice are filled with paper and stuff like that, like the old ones were. And so they had like a particular kit for masks, so you could take out clips, open it up, clean
and
it out,
clean it.
and then put the clips back on.
That's interesting.
Clasps.
We need to go to Venice and buy a couple plague doctor masks.
We also need to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been.
Yeah, we need to make that happen. How have you never been to the Cheesecake Factory?
I've never.
It's not like
I've
exotic.
never gone.
We need to go.
We do need to go.
We
don't
don't know
live far
cheesecake.
from one.
Off pod. Yeah, we need to go.
Dude, and I love cheesecake.
You can't even say
One of my
that you're a
favorites.
real cheesecake fan unless you've been to the factory, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah, we got to go.
We do have to go.
We'll make that happen.
We'll go to Venice, and on our way, we'll stop.
You
at the
think they
Cheesecake
have one
Factory.
in Venice?
I'm sure they probably have like places where you can get cheesecake.
No, I'm talking. We go Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
we go.
'cause
We
let's
go
be
all the way
real.
to Europe.
Dude, no,
a Cheesecake
dude,
Factory.
I'm down. And then I also like the idea that we go to like a cheesecake factory here, and then we go to Europe, and we're like, we get a cheesecake, and we're like, well, it's good, but it's
not Cheesecake Factory
Cheesecake
good.
Factory.
Yeah.
It's not Cheesecake Factory.
I do think that may be the standard that a lot of Americans have, though.
Well, the problem is that we really like sugar here, like even our candy and stuff. Like if you because like I remember I've watched
Even our candy. It's
even-
got sugar in it.
Okay, you're. Let me finish. Let me finish because I'm going somewhere. Because it's like, when like foreigners who are like a European, Asian, whatever descent. I don't know if that's okay to say, but like of those
Why would
countries.
that not be okay?
Because
to say?
because
I literally said James
or-
Bean earlier, bro.
that's
you
funny.
can call people
but I do-
Europeans or Asians.
But I'm pretty sure Asians is not the correct term. I'm pretty sure some people get like upset and offended with that
No,
because they're
no.
not
Oriental.
Asian.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say it's Oriental. I think
No,
is the-
Oriental is more antiquated.
Are
It
you
is
sure?
Asian. Yes,
Are you
absolutely.
sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna question you.
Don't
'cause,
call people
like-
Oriental. The Orient is not a place.
It's a continent.
The Orient.
I don't know.
Asia is a fucking continent.
I
Call them
know.
Asian. It doesn't matter if they are different in skin color. You're not referring to Americans.
I mean,
That's
I
the
get
whole
it.
point.
But are Russians Asian?
Yes.
Anyway,
Semantically, yes. You
Semantically,
can call them
yes.
Asians.
I remember hearing that once and like it doesn't matter.
I think Oriental is technically the more antiquated, like saying,
I
more
really don't
antiquated
know.
word.
I really don't know.
I do. Continue.
So when foreigners come to our country and they get like chocolate, and stuff, like I've seen multiple posts or like videos of people talking about it, reviewing it, and they're like, man, Americans don't like chocolate. What Americans like are sugar. You know what I mean? And so like milk chocolate and stuff is just like it's not real. I mean, it has real cocoa in it and stuff, but it's not like real chocolate. It's basically just sugar. So a lot of like even our candy and stuff is like way more sugar than it is in other countries.
Would you like for me to compound on what you're saying about chocolate?
Is it interesting?
I think so.
Okay.
A lot of people from Europe that are more accustomed to like Cadbury chocolate, like official Cadbury chocolate, not
Yeah.
American Cadbury,
Yeah.
say that our chocolate actually has a vomit-like taste to it, and that's
That's
because certain ingredients that we put in our chocolate are actually found in stomach acid.
Huh.
Yeah, and it does replicate. What they call it sick, vomit. So it literally does replicate human sick to the rest of the world who are
That's
less
disgusting.
accustomed to our recipes of chocolate. So
That-
it's not just sugar. It is actually like a more
It's
more
hydrochloric
bile.
acid.
That sounds very fake.
No,
hydrochloric
acid is
no,
definitely real.
it's in like
I'm-
Cokes and
I'm-
stuff like that.
I know that hydrochloric acid is real. That's what they used to fucking dissolve a body in Breaking Bad.
I think they use it like it, has more purposes.
It has
than
more.
that.
It breaks down organic material, but it's like in Cokes and stuff like that. Like you can
Hydrochloric
acid.
You just bought that it was in fucking chocolate, so why would it not be in Coke?
Well, because
Josh,
you said that in our chocolate there are chemicals that are found in stomach acid. Is hydrochloric acid found in stomach acid?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't remember
either.
what fucking
All right,
chemical
he's looking it
was.
up. Either way, that makes
Okay.
me that really grosses me out. Like that makes me never want to buy another chocolate bar ever.
Just buy European chocolate bars. You can get them imported. The better.
Imported, yeah, but then
Yes.
like how
even
much-
like Cadbury in the States, I think they use a more similar recipe to what like Hershey's is here.
That really
but I
grosses
think
me out.
there's still more
That
like
just-
regular chocolate.
that just makes me not want to eat.
Is it really
chocolate at
hydrochloric
all.
acid?
HCI is a strong acid because it
Hey,
dissociates.
Wyatt. It wasn't. My question was not: is hydrochloric acid a strong acid? I know that it's a strong acid.
Oh, that's
is
literally
it in
what you
fucking
searched?
chocolate?
Is it in? Oh my! What the fuck?
Did you forget what our question was?
Is hydrochloric acid
damn
a
it.
strong acid?
Okay.
Yes,
so
I think
this
so.
is actually another great topic for the Halloween special because I don't know if you forgot, Josh. I
No.
forgot. This is the Halloween special.
Dude, no, I've thought about it several times, and
You're
yeah,
like, we're just gonna go where we
I'm
go.
just- exactly, we're
Favorite
just-
candy. Favorite candy to get on Halloween, not just in Gen, but also in Gen, but not just.
You go first. I'm gonna have to think about this for a second.
Hey, Wyatt, still the wrong question
What
for
did
your
you-
fucking
wait,
Google
let-
search.
let me
Is
look at it.
hydrochloric acid a stomach acid?
Oh my
Is it in
God.
chocolate?
Is it in chocolate?
I know I'm yelling, and I'm going to have to actually correct this episode. I feel like this may be the one that actually requires the most audio correction. But Wyatt, please, for the love of God, this is third time. Third time, you can do
Third
it, bud.
time's the charm.
I believe in you. Jesus.
Hydrochloric acid.
Is it in
In
stomach
stomach
acid? That's
acid.
not my question.
I mean, it's a good question.
Yeah, and we can go down that hole, that stomach hole.
That
But-
sphincter.
yeah, one of them. But anyway, candy.
Yes.
Favorite.
What's your favorite
Go.
candy?
I'm not a big sweets guy
Me neither.
in general,
Me neither.
but every now and then there are some candies that hit.
Yes.
And I find myself going back to 2 probably more than any other.
Me too.
My 2 are. I feel like one of them is kind of weird. It's more of like an old person candy, or at least it can be considered one.
All right. Is it butterscotch?
No, although butterscotch kind of
Butterscotch does hit.
hit.
Man, you
I
know
don't
what?
consider it a Halloween candy
but-
though, because if you're handing out butterscotch, you're just an old person.
That's
you know?
fair, but like,
and
I
you don't
can't-
hand that out just on Halloween. Like that's a
It's
year-round
true.
thing for
That's
you
just
if you're
all
old.
the time. But I can't remember the last time I saw butterscotch in the store.
Yeah, anywhere but like an old person's house.
Yeah, that's true. Where do they get it? Where do you buy butterscotch?
They go to the local candy
The
maker.
local
and
candy
they buy their
Walgreens.
butterscotch. Yeah, they literally do sell it.
Do they actually?
Thanks, thanks for ruining the illusion there.
Walgreens. Down at the local
No.
Walgreens.
So I did find the answer to your question. Ish. It's an ish. It's unfermented cocoa beans have hydrochloric acid in them.
Do they really?
After they've
There
been
we go.
fermented, you lose the hydrochloric acid.
Okay,
And
so
do we
it's
use
non-chocolate.
unfermented cocoa beans in
Most
our shit?
likely.
That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
just
Most
we
saying.
just
likely.
grind it up and put it in there.
I don't think so.
Bro, I mean that makes
Um,
sense.
Well, we're talking about candy though.
Okay,
when we're
wait,
in-
wait, hold the fucking phone, bitches.
Wicca.
Mounds and Snickers. Those are my answers.
Mounds. That
Yeah.
is interesting. I do
Yeah.
like Snickers.
Yeah, Mounds. Okay, sorry. I just had to make sure that I got that one out before I just totally forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn, Wyatt.
Yeah,
Go.
I was looking stuff up on the computer and
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention, you guys.
It's
but
fine. You were just
sweetness-
getting the question right after 3 Google searches,
Okay,
so we appreciate
I
you.
thought you guys were doubting hydrochloric acid in our tummies. But
well, that wasn't the question.
that wasn't the
that
question.
was
Oh,
not
well,
the
okay, I
question.
thought that was the question. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, it was one of several questions,
Yes.
but like the original question was, is hydrochloric acid in chocolate?
I think we
No.
can submit this episode to like a doctor, and they'll be able to prescribe the 3 of us like Adderall.
The three
all
of
at
us.
once. Yeah, like they'll just write out the
Yeah.
prescription to Same Page Productions. They won't
then-
even name either like
It'll
any of us.
just instead of having just like a water whatever, one of those water dispensers. What are they called? With
A
like,
water dispenser,
you know what I'm talking about, like
a water
the-
fountain.
but not a fountain. It's like where you have like the bottles. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the
Water
big jug?
cooler.
Oh,
The water cooler. Instead of having a water cooler, maybe you're right.
Josh forgetting the word for water. Yeah, we need an Adderall prescription.
you're right.
I
I
don't know
instead
if
of-
anyone's listening out there, but this is a
Honestly,
cry for help.
It
God
really
damn
is. But instead of having a water cooler, we'll just have like our Adderall station.
it. Ooh,
And then
or like how they put fluoride in water. We
Yes.
just lace ours with Adderall, and then
Adderall.
it's
Anyway.
our water cooler full
okay,
of Adderall.
go ahead. Your favorite candy.
or whatever the fuck you were gonna say about
Three
candy.
Musketeers.
3 Musketeers.
Three
Musketeers.
Musketeers is pretty
Yeah.
damn good.
I don't like the whippedness of it.
The
I like my
Whippedness?
shit a little bit thicker. I want it to feel
Mm.
hearty.
Dummy thick.
That's why I like the Snickers.
The Snickers. Snickers are
Snickers.
good. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely more filling.
It is. It's got the penis in it. You know
what?
Penis or peanuts?
the penis.
Oh.
What?
It's got peanuts in it.
Huh?
You know,
You do wanna
like
say
the,
that
the
again?
little things, the nuts. A lot of
Yep.
people are allergic to them. Peanuts.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
That's not what I heard.
Peanuts.
I really like nerds, but I really like
Oh, that's a good one. That's
I-
not like chocolate related.
because I don't really eat chocolate.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't eat American chocolate.
Exactly, because it tastes like vomit.
Yeah.
Apparently,
it
I've never
literally
tasted
has-
vomit. Well, okay, I
You
have.
also have a very American palate.
Yes. Lifesavers. I really like lifesavers as well, but not like the mint ones.
The mint ones are good,
The-
but
I'm
they're
not
not
saying
really
they're not
candy.
good.
Those
exactly,
are mints. Those are
exactly.
mints. They're
Or
not
you
candy.
don't hand out mints at Halloween, but you can hand out lifesavers, like the little.
What about the
packs.
mint lifesavers? Can you hand those out?
That's what I just said. No, you don't hand out mints.
But those
I mean,
are
you
lifesavers.
could.
You said you can't hand out mints, but you can hand out
The
lifesavers.
gummy
So is that a gray
lifesavers.
area?
No, because you don't hand out mints.
But they're still lifesavers. You said you can't hand out mints, but you can hand out lifesavers. And
Yes.
they're mint lifesavers. So that's a gray area then.
I don't think so
Why not?
because they're.
Are they
mints.
more mint than their lifesavers?
Yes.
No, they're not.
Yes, they're 100%.
They have the lifesaver logo embossed on them.
They're still mints.
Yeah, but they're also
Embossed.
still fucking lifesavers.
Okay.
Embossed.
Embossed.
Bossed.
Embossed.
Nerd ropes.
I've never had a nerd rope.
Dude, they're so good. And like there's like this bag of like chopped up nerd ropes that you can get that I buy
so
them,
just
like, every once
nerds.
in a while. No.
Don't they
got,
have like the sticky shit
Yeah, they got the sticky
that
dude.
keeps them together?
And let
Okay.
me tell you,
It's fly paper and nerds.
that's
Ugh.
lovely. But
I
dude,
don't like that idea.
like,
That's
those
really
ruined
yucky.
it for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never had one, so.
those have to be like number one favorite. Like those are top tier. I really like Kit Kats too, though.
Kit Kats are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nerd Ropes. God, excuse you.
Excuse me.
Jesus. Falling off the rails tonight.
I don't think we ever were on the rails.
Yeah, we just make our own rails as we go.
Yes.
It's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon where they're literally in the conductor car of a train and,
they're
they're
like
building
putting
the tracks in front of them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, that's what-
Absolutely.
That's what every single podcast is.
Yeah, not just ours. Just podcasts in
In
general.
general. But yeah, no, nerds are probably number one, like Halloween candy.
What?
Why it's playing with a knife over there.
Yeah, why?
Because it's there, and we are boys, and boys play with sharp objects. You know, I almost cut the tip of my finger off once.
Cover your tip of your penis.
Tip your peanuts.
Tip of your peanuts.
Peanuts.
Hey, Peter. I cut off the tip of my penis.
Call an ambulance.
That's not even close. That's not even
Michelle.
close. That's not even close.
We're having code DEFCON.
Go DEFCON 3.
DEFCON.
Go DEFCON
Black.
3. I cut off the tip of my penis. Who is this? Is this Kanye? Is this Obama? Is this Joe Swanson? Holy fuck.
It's an amalgamation.
Oh, it's
He's
a
like,
horrible.
I forgot who I was.
I'm a horrible eldritch creature. Somebody kill me.
Because I just cut off the tip of my penis. Anyway,
Cut off the tip of my Peter.
This is such an unhinged episode, and I love it.
Oh, I do too. It's very spooky.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
You almost cut off the tip of your penis.
Oh yeah. I was playing with a sharp object. no, the tip of my finger.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was
Oh.
playing with a sharp object, and like
You were
one of
playing
those
with your penis.
all the time,
Oh.
constantly.
In this scenario, were you? Probably.
Before and after,
Nice.
probably I was like a teenage boy.
Ah.
But yeah, no, my sister had one of those like razors, you know, like Sweeney Todd razors, the straight razors.
Oh, like a full on.
Yeah,
a
like,
very
yeah, straight
sharp
up.
one.
Yeah, and I was a fucking idiot. So, because I don't
Was
know.
being the key word.
I mean, I have my moments, but I remember because I had this latex glove, and I was holding it by like the middle finger. Yeah, and I had the razor.
Why?
Because I'm an idiot, and I was just like, like cutting it.
Like taking swipes at it.
Yeah, swipes in it because like I'm like, oh, this is sharp. It's cutting through the. Hey Michelle, it's cutting through the latex. Check it out. So I was doing that, and then as I was getting to like I was getting to the finger I was holding, and I was like, and then a fucking idiot, I just like literally sliced the shit out of the top of my finger. I swear,
How
like,
hard were you swinging that thing?
enough to cut through a latex glove.
Damn. And a finger.
Well, part of finger,
Part of finger.
part of a finger.
I only cut through part of
But yeah, and at that time, that's whenever I realized I don't like blood. Well, okay, I don't like my blood. Like I don't mind other people's blood, but like
That's
my
almost
blood.
weirder.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
AIDS.
don't know.
AIDS is a thing.
AIDS is a thing,
Yeah.
but you only catch AIDS if you get it in like your eyes, your mouth, or something.
I'm very uncomfortable. I'm a hypochondriac though.
Yeah, you are.
So, like, literally, like, it could be like my mother's blood, right? Like, it can be
Yeah.
someone who I know has no bloodborne pathogens, and I'll be like, AIDS!
AIDS!
AIDS! And also, that hasn't been a big thing since, like, the 80s.
AIDS.
The AIDSies.
The AIDSies.
But
I think
truly,
they're
it's
still
just me
around.
being a
Still around.
hypochondriac. One of my
hypochondriac.
favorite tweets is from a really cool account called Universe by Cam. And I can almost quote it verbatim, I think. It's like 2 years old now because I just have a backlog of all my tweets in my head at any time. But it's me describing anxiety, and it's something like, I have anxiety, which means that I'm either breathing manually or convincing myself that I have AIDS. And that's the most accurate descriptor of my type of anxiety that I can give.
That's good. Just
Because I'm either completely aware of all of my bodily functions or I am convinced that I have bodily functions that aren't there.
yeah. And how fitting to talk about in a Halloween episode.
AIDS.
Anxiety
Nothing spookier than AIDS.
and anxiety.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you put the two together. What if you're an anxious, like AIDS-ridden person?
They exist.
I'm sure they do.
Shout out.
Shout out to what's that one dude?
Oh boy.
What's the
Magic
basketball player?
Johnson?
Magic Johnson. Thank you. Thank you. You knew who I was talking about.
I hate the fact that I do. Charlie Sheen.
Does he have AIDS?
He has HIV.
What's the difference?
Oh boy. So, excuse me. Oh, it's not going away. Hold up. Okay, air bubble. Excuse me. So, HIV is a virus that you contract.
Okay.
That's like the bloodborne pathogen. Okay, and you can have HIV and never get AIDS. Yes, because AIDS is literally like an autoimmune disorder that develops from HIV.
So all HIV is AIDS, but not all AIDS is HIV. No.
Nope, other way around.
All HIV
all AIDS is HIV,
but not all HIV is AIDS.
Yes. We're able to apply that square rectangle thing to a lot of things.
Dude,
today.
to a lot of things,
Yeah,
actually.
We're finding out a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazing.
That is amazing.
But there's a really awesome movie we're going to talk about. This is technically a spooky movie. I have not seen this one. I just know the fucking subject. We're running long on this one, Wyatt. We won't run too long. He's just pointing at the time because I still have some things that I want to talk about. And there's only one time a year where I can get everyone to listen to my stupid ramblings about Halloween. There's a really good movie that I haven't seen. No, there's a movie called L.A. AIDS Jabber.
What?
Yeah, and I only know like the basic synopsis, and it's so funny that it even got a Blu-ray release. But it is about a dude who like contracts HIV from someone, right, and goes around literally just jamming people with his bloody needles.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like a super low budget movie. Like you can tell it's just like a bunch of college kids that made it for fun, right? But it literally got a Blu-ray release.
That's hilarious.
I need to buy a copy just to have it because it's
Sure.
super goofy. But
And like it's definitely a scary concept because
Yeah.
that shit happens.
Yeah,
in like
spooky.
New York.
spooky as fuck.
New
Oh,
York.
Wyatt's fanning the microphone.
Yeah.
It's too
Like,
hot. What's
2
too
days ago-
hot?
2 days ago, I had a coworker give another coworker a banana.
Oh, I thought you were about to
And-
be like, I had a coworker give
No, no,
another
no,
coworker
no, no.
AIDS.
I know, I'm like, where?
No.
What? the
What?
fuck?
So he peels back the back of this banana, and you can clearly see about 8 or 10 needle marks in the white of the banana.
What?
And
the
around those
fuck?
needle marks is all yellowed, and you couldn't see it outside. Like the banana was just slightly ripe where it's just starting to brown. And on the back, you couldn't see any needle marks. But when you peeled it back, you could see they were like perfect circles. You could tell something had been jabbed in there multiple times. And it had been injected because it had started like molding and rotting around that place.
No.
In the banana that you
the
got from like
fuck?
Safeway.
This is real life horror
This was
shit.
like, yeah, like 2-3 days
Do you
ago.
think it was like the coworker bought it that way, or do you think the
Is she-
coworker?
Yeah,
was- I don't
she
believe
definitely
her.
bought it that way.
No, I don't believe her. I think she's the one who was trying to poison
She's
the
the
Maybe-
AIDS
coworker.
jabber. She's the
Maybe
She's the
jabber.
AIDS jabber,
She's the
yes.
AIDS jabber. Yeah.
We're watching you, AIDS
That's
jabber.
a really good name for an HIV themed podcast.
AIDS jabber. That's hilarious. I just got it.
Thank you.
We're gonna jabber about AIDS.
Yeah, exactly. But
That's
no,
great.
Fuck,
Well, no,
man,
what you have to
that's-
do is you get two podcast like hosts who have AIDS, and we're the AIDS jabbers.
That could be you guys.
I don't have AIDS.
Why?
I don't think I have AIDS. I
I'm
haven't gotten checked
pretty
for
sure.
sure.
I
No,
don't
I'm
have
just
AIDS.
saying you guys just get a little active out there. You guys can be the
I
AIDS
don't
jabber.
wanna-
I'm married. No.
I just don't want. Well, I mean, you can't just get it from like bad
Sitting
blood
on a
transfusion.
toilet.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off. I hate the thought of that too. All right, Josh. So we feel like this episode has been very spooky. Maybe not for
Totally
reasons we've
spooky.
anticipated.
No,
but,
definitely not.
very spooky nonetheless.
AIDS.
But I do.
It's scary.
Yeah, AIDS. We are a PSA from the 1980s. AIDS is scary.
Wrap it before you tap it, kids.
Yeah. And then we're going to say, this is me talking as an 80s announcer. This isn't me, like Cameron. We're going to be very homophobic because only gay people have AIDS. That's what they said. That was the thing.
Well,
It made
they also
everyone super
said that it
scared of the
came.
gays.
Didn't they say it also came from a dude fucking a monkey?
Yeah, which just isn't true.
Is
I
it?
feel like.
Where did it come? You feel like okay.
I feel like it's just a myth.
Well, what if it
Urban
was
myth.
like? What if it's like the COVID conspiracy? You
Like
know,
the
like
bat
they
soup?
said it came from a bat soup, but really it was. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Charlie Sheen
It's
sitting
Charlie
sitting on
Sheen.
my couch naked.
Charlie Sheen.
Hey, Charlie, get off my couch.
Hey, Charlie Sheen. What
Why
are you doing?
putting your
Michelle,
your
we'll let this
fucking
guy in.
naked butthole on my
Anyway,
couch?
okay.
Gonna give everybody COVID. You're gonna start
COVID.
a worldwide pandemic. All right. We wanted to talk about this. Wyatt's the one that brought this idea up. He is a motherfucking genius, and I want to give him props. So here I am giving this motherfucker props, and that's my rap about Wyatt and him being a genius. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wyatt brought up we should bury a friend. We should talk about how we would murder each other if given the opportunity, if we needed to, or if we just felt like it one day.
Just felt like it.
So, who wants to have the floor first, and who wants to get murdered first? Or, you want me to have the floor first?
Well,
Why
you
are
have the
pointing
floor.
at me?
You have the floor.
I already have the floor. It's mine.
Maybe you already have a
This
way.
episode is going to be so good for editing.
Totally.
We're not editing it.
No,
It's
this
just,
is
no.
if
It's
you're
going up
listening in the
uncut.
car, what's up?
I was gonna say the only editing is maybe declipping everything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I want to just
No,
clear
we're
it.
gonna
I wanna
just like
keep
make
clipping.
some people's
Just leave
ears.
it.
Call this
bleed.
episode podcast Scissor Hands because it is clipping.
Clip.
I like it.
Oh, thank
that's
you.
That's
It's not the
some straight
title.
Up,
It's not the
straight up
title.
nerd,
We'll figure
nerd
out the
talk.
title. I like
Halloween
some
nerd
Johnny
talk.
Depp.
Yeah, Halloween Nerd Talk. Tim Burton and the guy that plays Willy Wonka and shit, and Winona Ryder. So I guess I
Yeah.
get to start out. So Josh,
Yes.
I know how I'd murder you.
Oh, thank you.
I would for probably a span of like 2 weeks to a month because we spend a decent amount of time together.
Yes.
And if I were to murder you, I would spend extra time with you because I would want to see my friend before he went out.
I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's funny.
any federal agents or local agents that are listening to this, if Josh dies under mysterious circumstances, if he dies in this way, just know I didn't fucking do it. Because this is way too specific. It was his wife.
You're gonna
Investigate
be
his
like-
wife first.
You're
That's
gonna
all
be
I'm
like
saying.
OJ and like this is how I would have done it if I
Yeah,
had
exactly.
done it. If I
I'll-
did it.
Dude, if you were to die under mysterious circumstances, I would absolutely write a book called
If
If,
I
I
Had
Had Done
Done
It. Okay.
Anyway,
I would put Visine in your coffee every day.
What the fuck does that do?
Yeah. Okay. So
That's
this is
good.
intricate. Yeah. This is
Huh.
one that I've thought about just because I had heard of people actually doing this, and it's fucking fascinating. It's usually like live-in partners, right? Like husbands murdering their wives,
Yeah.
vice versa. People that are very close, or
Yeah.
like a child, like an adult child murdering their parents for like inheritance or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So Visine is essentially like an eye drop contact solution.
Yeah.
right? Like it's
yeah, it's
one
eye
of those
drops.
two. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's eye drops.
So one of the chemicals in it, or several of them, in conjunction with the human body, make you ultra fucking sick. Right.
See, I
And-
feel like I've heard of this before now that you're explaining it.
And if exposed to it for prolonged periods of time, you can, I believe, and I'll double check it just to kind of fact check myself, but I think it can essentially lead to like paralysis, and it essentially just shuts down all like major brain function. But if you just do it for a couple weeks, like don't do this. Number one, but if you really fucking hated someone, you could just make them like ultra sick by doing it to them for like
And
one
just kill
day.
'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even have to kill them.
Oh, no,
You-
it would
yeah,
just
you-
make them really sick.
and-
And they'd have no idea.
Fucked up, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a very specific chemical, and that's why it's not a quote unquote good way to kill someone, right?
Because they can find it.
Because
you know, they can
if I'm
see
not
it. It leaves
mistaken,
traces.
yeah, exactly. But
in an
I-
autopsy.
I do think that would be an interesting way to kill someone.
You know what I think would be
You
an
know?
interesting way to
I'd
kill
you
somebody?
that way.
You know what? And I think it's kind of funny too.
Is this how you would murder me, or is this just in gen?
I just think it's funny.
Okay,
And
okay,
like,
this
yeah,
isn't
I think
your-
it would
this
be
isn't
really
your thing then.
hilarious. I don't know. I know there's like stuff that can do it, like maybe like fiber or something. I would just like do those like poop blockers or whatever, to where like like
Oh,
what
that's
stool
evil.
hardeners. Yeah,
That's very
and then
evil.
just to where you couldn't poop for like a year and you would die. I don't know how long it takes before you could die.
significantly less than a year.
Yeah,
there are
but you know what I
people
mean?
think that have had blockages that have kind of accumulated over longer periods of time that have technically lived. But I think for a normal
Yeah.
person, you could probably do it for like 3 weeks and they would die. 'Cause
Probably.
you get like sepsis.
Fair. Yeah, but like I think that would be a good way to do it. I think it's kind of funny because
Yeah.
death by shit.
Dude, I don't want. Dude, listen. I almost care zero about how I die. I just don't want to do it while I'm full of dookie.
See, well, and here's
honestly.
my thing, and this is why I think it's a good way of doing it, is because I don't know, I love bowel movements.
Huh.
dude, it's just like whenever you have a great bowel movement, it's just like
BM.
it's just a really good experience,
I
and
agree.
like, man,
Almost nothing better.
exactly.
I would
And,
say
like,
that one of the only better things is like literally a good sneeze, and that's it.
I disagree because the only thing better is when you're constipated for like a week and you haven't like.
That's a fucking bowel movement. That counts.
okay. No. It does count, but
That's
it's
same
different.
umbrella.
No. This is way more satisfying.
Okay.
Is when you can't shit or you're having like the most unfulfilling shits and you feel all blocked and like your stomach hurts, whatever, and you're like, God, if I could just shit,
Yes.
and then you have a great bowel movement, dude. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, it is still a bowel movement, but like,
Yeah.
I have good bowel movements. Like most days, like I have healthy shits.
I
all right?
actually I do check up on your friends' poops more
dude,
often, I
honestly,
think.
you really should.
Yeah, because that's important.
Yeah, it is important.
Quality of life shit.
We do not like people.
People
do
don't talk
not-
about sex enough, and we don't talk about poop enough.
People need more fiber in their diets. Eat more salads. Eat your greens. Eat
I
your damn
need to eat
greens.
more greens. I have
Eat your
healthy
damn
poops.
greens.
I have healthy poops.
You'll
and I
have
still need more greens.
healthier poops.
Dude, it'll just be sliding out of me constantly.
Dude, well,
It's
haven't you
crazy.
seen that? Okay, so actually, this is a bit of a tangent.
Oh my
Just-
god, there's so much poop coming out
But
of my
just-
ass right now.
Just a quick tangent because like there was an interview with like the dude Liver King. You know who Liver King is, right?
I am vaguely familiar.
Okay,
I know
whatever.
of Liver
It
King.
literally doesn't matter. But basically, okay, I mean, he's the one who did the story, but it doesn't really matter. So he talks about it, and he's like, if you have a healthy diet and like you have healthy poops, you don't have to wipe.
Yeah, but I'm always.
I mean,
wiping.
I am too.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
fucking weirdo.
I
No,
don't know.
Josh.
Have you ever had a
Yes,
shit?
I've
where
had
you,
a
and
poop
you-
where I'm like, wow, that was very
that was clean.
Listen, bro, I do not care how fucking clean I am. I'm wiping my dangus. Okay.
Your taint.
Well, poop is not stored in the taint. It does not come out of the taint.
Yeah, but it can get there if it's wild.
I don't think I've ever had a taint poop slippage.
I don't think I have either, but like I feel like it's possible.
Okay, but anyway, I'm fucking wiping.
No,
bro.
I
That's all I'm
agree.
saying.
I definitely
Fuck
agree.
that.
Like I don't
That's
think
so
I could do that.
gross.
I don't think I could do that
You
either.
don't have to wipe. Okay, because I'm a caveman apparently now. Okay,
Anyway.
so Visine in the coffee for Joshua.
Poop blocker.
The
Stool hardener. God, that would suck, dude.
You haven't even said. Is that how you're gonna kill me? Is the poop
Stool
blocker?
hardener.
No, I fuck you.
Stool
No,
hardener.
that's awful. Fine, you're getting extra Visine tonight. Okay. So Wyatt. Wyatt, this is how I would kill you. Turn me up a little bit. Okay. So this is very important. Oh, hello. This is good. Wyatt, I would, first of all, this would require me never having met you, so I would have to, like, go back in time and do some weird time paradox shit where I create a new timeline where we had never met. And then I would slowly get to know you over the course of weeks, maybe months, maybe years. And somewhere in the middle of our acquaintanceship, I would begin to seduce you. And one night, potentially after moderate to heavy drinking, I would take you back to your place or mine. I haven't thought that through yet. And we would begin making love very passionately. And mid coitus, I would ask you to choke me. Okay. And then I would cut your throat. And then I would call the cops and claim it was self-defense. The end.
And then he would be sad for years because he realized he actually fell in love with you, Wyatt.
Yes, I would. So, for my podcast co-hosts and for anyone that doesn't,
I have nowhere to go there with that. I have
so-
nowhere to go with that.
so that is literally like the second half of the movie Gone Girl.
Well, I was gonna say, is that just like I sounded like it was just the plot of You, that Netflix TV show?
Yeah, I feel like they've done similar shit. Okay,
Oh, totally.
am I still loud? Can you
Yeah, a
turn
little bit.
Can
Yeah,
you
you're
turn it
still
down a
a
little
little
bit
loud. That's okay.
for everyone listening in a car? Hello.
That was good. I can't.
Yeah,
I
thank
can't top
you.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
you have to try.
I was thinking about just like shoving like one of those
Oh,
like
ooh, shoving
shoving one of those like air pump things up your ass and just like
and taping off every other hole in your body.
Exactly,
That way,
and then just,
I'll
like,
put super
bumping
glue
ya.
in your dick. That way
Exactly.
you can't release air from your dick. Okay.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, and the only reason why I say that is because you got a fat ass, dude. You got a bubble butt. All right, I'm gonna inflate you
facts.
like a bubble,
If you ever get the privilege of seeing Wyatt
which it is a privilege.
in person,
It's wonderful. Ask him
Uh,
to turn around.
yeah, ask him to do a little twirl for you,
Drop something. And ask him if he can pick it up for you.
dude.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you, I fucking hate seeing Wyatt leave every time that we're done with our recording sessions, but I love watching him walk away.
In fact, I feel so passionately about this that I'm actually slightly embarrassed, or not embarrassed, jealous.
Those are two different things.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm slightly jealous that you had fictional sex with Wyatt
Yeah,
without
I mean,
me.
yeah.
Without me, I'm jealous. How could you, Wyatt?
In my next
How could you,
weird
Wyatt?
fantasy, I'll definitely make sure that you're there. So don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good.
that was the real thing, right? Like I'm like, if I can't have you, no one else can either.
As
and then
you're
I
having
murder,
him,
and then
though.
I murder him. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's like it's too pure. Like I'm one of those weird serial killers that's like, no, this is too pure. No one else can have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and it'll never be as pure as the first time.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That I feel like that it came from like an honest place, Cameron. I feel like there's some
Everything about
honesty
this
there.
podcast comes from way too honest of a place.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to.
Oh, am I the only one murdering people now?
I told you I would push up like an air pump up his ass.
Wyatt, how are you murdering
Okay,
us?
fair enough. That's true. Yeah.
Cameron? Ooh, definitely air bubble to the heart.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a good.
How are you getting the air
Oh.
bubble there, though?
You just gotta. Go ahead.
Yeah, like
Just-
you gotta
just-
come up with a scenario in which you can put an air bubble in my heart. Like you're like, oh, I'm
Just
visiting
wait
you.
till
in the...
you're sick.
Okay, no, you know what you do,
And-
right? Are you giving me like a fucking IV?
No, no,
Are
no.
you
wait,
my nurse?
Wait till you're sick, and then just slip something in some soup.
Slip what?
Slip
air in my
sedative-
soup?
Sedative.
And then what?
And then when you go to sleep, man, just
Ah, okay,
in
so you're
between the
taking care of me while I'm
toes
sick.
or
Yeah.
like around the neck area where the hair's kind of covering it.
Yeah.
That seems like an awful way
more.
to go. What happens whenever you get an air bubble in your heart?
It literally takes like the smallest fucking air bubble. There have been like
500,
things-
500 milligrams.
Yeah, it's tiny. But it
That
literally
sounds like a
just
lot.
it's an air bubble in your veins. It doesn't matter where it goes as long as it's in like a major blood vessel or some shit, and it just fucks up your shit. You can't function.
Well, it's your you know how like you have you ever started a siphon for a car, like to get gas out of a car or something, or like water.
Are you stealing gas from
That's,
cars?
I was just wrong.
No.
That's what I was
No,
just
no.
gonna
Wyatt,
say. I've never
well,
stolen.
well,
Is this
no,
your
I've had
side
this-
hustle that you've been telling us
I
so much
feel like-
about?
Dude,
No, no.
Wyatt, you seem like such an
Did you
innocent
just
guy.
shush us? I know that we're all talking over each other, but did you just shush us on our own goddamn podcast?
On our own podcast.
What the fuck? The disrespect.
No, you guys
if
aren't
we
supposed
want
to
to
tell me-
make this,
We can take your microphone away.
and if we want to make this the most abrasive listening experience for everyone out there, that is our God-given right, bro. Okay? If this is painful for you to listen to and you're still listening, that's kind of on you.
It truly
listener.
is. It truly
Yeah.
is. How
No, this was don't tell
Whose
people my side
foot-
hustle.
Whose foot is touching my foot right now, bro?
It's not mine. It's not mine.
This is chaos. I love
This
it.
is-
I love y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so you killed me
Anyway.
with an air bubble in my soup.
In your soup, just put it in your soup.
In
Just
your
like
soup
I can
bubble.
I just imagine him like he's making you soup, and then he just got a straw. He's like, like blowing
Like,
Blowing
no.
bubble. I get one of those fancy
My only
carbonators
weakness-
from the 2000s where you
A
those-
soda stream?
Yeah.
exactly.
You just stick a soda stream in my ass?
He's just like,
Wait, that's what Josh does to Wyatt.
exactly. He's like, this is gonna get him.
Oh my god, that's absurd. That's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so soda stream in my toe or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
toe.
why? How you murdering Josh?
don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm thinking.
He likes me more
I'm
than
thinking
me,
of it on the.
Cameron.
No, I'm thinking of it on the spot because I'm kind of like Cameron's always going on like how high his heart rate is, and so people wouldn't look for it if one day
If my
he was
heart
sick
just fucking
and yeah,
exploded.
just
Yeah,
exploded.
You're right.
He's
You're
been
right.
thinking about killing you for a little while.
Apparently, he's like, oh,
No.
I can exploit that. Okay, just for context, my heart rate is like a resting, uncaffeinated, unnicotined. It's a resting like 95 BPM. It's fucking rough.
You're like a shrew.
I'm a fucking hummingbird. That's
Yeah,
how I
there-
describe myself. I'm a literal hummingbird. If I don't eat every 30 minutes, I will die.
Yeah,
It's fucking rough. It's
Pass
not.
out.
It's hard out here for a gangster like me, bro.
like a real OG.
Okay, how are you murdering Josh? You can't just say I don't
well,
know. It's a
well,
co-
no,
it's a
I'm
cop
thinking.
out.
Yeah, I'm
It is a
thinking right
cop-out.
now. I don't know if I should give in like the inner serial killer and be like, Josh, what are you most terrified of? And then like string
Heights.
heights.
And the open ocean.
That's not even serial killer. That's just fucking Pennywise from It.
Yeah.
Bro, we're
Cuttlefish.
gonna find a skyscraper. I'm gonna dingle you from it and just
Okay, so here's the deal. So here's the thing about my like fear of heights. Like I'm not really scared of being high up. What freaks me out is being on a small piece of like ledge really high up. Like small area.
hiking accident. I want to see the fear in your eyes before you fall.
That doesn't scare me. But
Like,
like
the Grand Canyon, you're just like
Yeah,
taking him out.
but
and
you
you're
know,
like,
see
oh,
that
it's
doesn't that
beautiful.
wouldn't freak me out because
It'd
like
make you walk close to the edge.
That's-
There's got some thin little outcroppings, bro.
You know,
So-
there's a nice little place down south called the Catwalk where you walk. They have boards nailed to the side of the wall. I think you might take a slip. We might go there on a trip.
That's
you
funny.
might take a
Well,
slip.
okay,
the,
but
the
here's the thing.
deadness in
You
Wyatt's
guys-
eyes right now is scaring me.
You guys misunderstand my fear of heights because, like, if I did die, I would like to go out in like a parachuting accident or whatever, like the skydiving. Like that's what I would like to do. I would just like jump out and not pull the parachute because I think that'd be fun. Like it's not the falling that scares me.
it's just the idea of being there.
No, it's the idea of being up with no. Okay, maybe it's okay. I think I'm figuring my fear out a little bit.
Oh,
right
we're
now.
talking through it.
Yeah, because maybe it's not the heights; it's more of the lack of being able to go somewhere, like being stuck on a ledge really high up, and maybe it's more claustrophobia. Don't you
I was
fucking
just
bury
about
me?
to say you
Fuck
buried
you
this
guys.
motherfucker alive,
God,
bro.
you guys are mean. Like that actually freaks me
You know,
out.
It's a
Oh,
scary
even
thought.
That actually
even
does
better.
freak me out.
Even better, you're gonna be locked in your car while I drive it off the road.
See, but that's not even that doesn't scare me as much
And
as
then
like
you drive into a lake and you're locked in.
Yeah.
see that
In the
doesn't-
trunk of your
yeah,
car.
you're locked into the lake. Yeah,
there's emergency releases in like a lot of the trunks.
I removed it.
yeah. That's easy.
In this
You just
hypothetical,
gotta
bitch.
look-
This
No,
hypothetical.
I'm not even like in the trunk. Like I'm just like
just tied it
like
to the
tie
back
your
seat.
seatbelt.
No, like I don't know, man. Like what really scares me is the idea of being in a coffin and being under dirt. Like dirt freaks me out. I've actually
Dirt.
sand.
Hey, Josh. Dirt.
But like I've actually watched like videos and I've like read articles on like how to escape like coffins underground and
you
everything.
watched Kill Bill, Volume 2.
That is not how you escape from it, but yes, I have. But like, no, that's not how you escape. Like, actually, what you do, and it doesn't matter.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, but yeah,
We're already
that
running
actually-
long.
I know, but that actually terrifies me. Like claustrophobia, like. It just thinking about it really does freak me out. Like that. See, so like it's not heights. That
You're gonna be
scare me, it's
buried
being
next to
stuck.
my already dead body too.
Well, at
It'll
least I
even
won't be
worse.
alone.
I'll just be schmelly.
Schmilly.
That'll be
Yeah,
gross.
after I kill
Ugh.
Cameron, I'm gonna put you in the underneath him. Like,
That's mean.
be
His
in the
is
same
like
coffin.
quick.
On the
I'm gonna
same
be like
coffin.
alive for like 3 weeks.
That's not quick. My heart has to like fucking explode or some shit.
yeah,
It's quicker than being buried alive.
I feel like it's
but
not
more
good, like,
painful.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's,
Are you
it
kidding
would
me?
give him
He would-
give him an actual heart attack. It
Yeah,
would-
Josh
it's the
would-
That's
same-
not.
Josh would
no.
like suffocate. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. This is neither.
I
here
would
nor
either
there.
suffocate or yeah, I
Starve.
would.
You would go
Or
to
starve.
sleep. You would pretty much go to sleep.
Dude,
as
have
soon
you
as you
ever-
ran out of air, you would go to sleep.
It's not quite like that. I think you're.
It would just be more prolonged.
It's
His would be more
awful.
painful. Yours would be more prolonged.
Have you ever tried to hold your breath?
It would be the psychological torture.
My older siblings
I'm.
used to like sit. They would put me in those those plastic tubs that say don't put small kids in it, and then they would sit on it, And they locked me in like one that was pretty airtight once.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
That explains a lot.
essentially.
his brain was without oxygen.
Yeah,
for
my
like 3
brain
minutes.
lost oxygen for a few minutes, guys.
But like, I gotta admit, my feelings are kind of hurt right now because that feels way personal. I feel personally attacked.
Oh my god, that's the point of this exercise, Josh. It's okay. We're not going to really murder you.
I've got anxiety
The
now.
whole point of this podcast is we're airing out all this shit. Also, it is funny how you literally just worked through one of your own fears and
Yeah.
you found out that it was probably just claustrophobia.
It is 100% claustrophobia.
Therapists say that half of therapy is just getting that person talking, and usually they can work through their own shit.
I'm
so
really
we're
good at working
figuring it
through
out.
my own shit.
Yeah.
But like, man, yeah, that just freaks me out.
It's because you have healthy poops. You're
Dude,
really good at working through your own shit.
healthy poops.
Mm-mm-mm.
Eat more fiber.
Yeah, eat more fiber. Don't murder your friends. I
Unless they
think
deserve
that
it.
this was
Yeah.
a fantastic Halloween special.
Yes.
I don't even